And he's
Hi, Fred. How you doing? Can you hear me okay?
Thank you so much for buying this time.
Sorry?
Thank you so much for buying this time.
Oh, no, it's an honour and privilege. I saw Katia very briefly last week. We were doing some filming. She was saying how good it is what you're doing, and it's brilliant.
Have you seen Alex as well? She's done it.
Has she? No, I haven't seen Alex. No, I haven't seen Alex. I know she's very busy as well. But no, I haven't seen Alex, unfortunately. I'm just going to turn this round so I can get a better angle. Whoop. There we go. It's a bit better. Got the curtains. I love your shirt. That's brilliant.
Oh.
And the map on the wall.
It's new. At least it's not prison.
That's right. I'll just turn it up a bit. There we are.
I really had high hopes for you and Katya. I mean, you two are like so good. We voted for you each and every single.
Yeah, well, no, we were the favourites to go out in the first week, weren't we? And then we got past that week, and then we kept going. And I quite enjoyed the thrill of the dance-offs. We ended up in 4 of those on the trot, which equalled a record of consecutive dance-offs set by, who was the actor? Mark, I think in 2011.
Coincidentally, you're born the same year as Mark Benton.
Really? Oh, wow, that's amazing. Must be something about us from 65. Yeah, but so, yes, I was really pleased to get how far we did in the end. Obviously, it'd be nice if we got to Blackpool, but I don't think I was ever going to beat the Queen of Sass, Michelle Visage herself. Michelle Visage, the Queen of Sass, in the final dance-off. Yeah.
Oh. You should request many of your friends. You should request many of your friends for this.
Oh, say again.
You should request many of your friends for this.
Yes, I know. I would. I'll try and get them. Annika, I'm sure, would do it. And you should get Kelvin on and everybody.
Kelvin, Emma, Saffron. Who else?
Karim. Yeah.
One of the other 3 people you said. Like, you also said Kelvin, and I also said Emma and Saffron for this. They should be possible for this.
They should be. And I reckon Karim would definitely be up for it. Karim would be good as well. Let's get them on. So yeah, what's your dancing background, Freddie?
Okay, it's Fred, by the way.
Fred, sorry.
What I do is that I gather as much information as possible on the eliminated contestant. You were an eliminated contestant, and I also know your Strictly scores, comments, and dances.
Ooh, excellent.
Now, do you have your 5 questions ready?
I do, and actually, I've got a lot of the Strictly comments up my wall. That they've been framed, so every night I go to bed, I can look at you're dancing like a 3-year-old. You dance like a 3-year-old. That's not one of the questions. So, do you want questions about scores or even about comments?
Well, actually, you go first with your questions, Mike.
Okay. So, I equalled a very unwanted record for my American Smooth score. Can you tell me what it is?
Your score with the American Smooth was 14. It's tied with Ann Widdecombe in season 8.
That's right. Bang on. Spot on. Yeah, the only thing at the moment I've got in common with Ann Widdecombe, yes. We were tied for the lowest American Smooth score. Brilliant. So 1 out of 1. Great start. Now, I got lucky with Alfonso in that I got to do the thrusting move in the samba when he was guest judge. Was he generous in giving what score?
He gave you 7. He was generous. He said, for the Alfonso bits, 7.
That's right. Yeah, and I don't know if that went down too well with some others, but yeah, I think just by having the that privilege and that honour and actually not crumbling under the pressure when looking at him and seeing his face when
Alfonso
I did that.
Carlton and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
That's right. And actually, he's a legend. He was really nice. And he came down onto the floor, didn't he? And started doing the moves as well, showing us how it should be done.
I mean, whenever Alfonso's there, I'll call him Carlton.
Yeah, I think we should call him Carlton. That's brilliant. So 2 out of 2. What was the highest score that old Craig gave us throughout the whole series?
He scored you 7.
Yes, he did. For the Come On Eileen, the quick step.
I swear what you mean at this moment. You'll mean
everything. Yeah, and that was the dance that nearly went horribly wrong.
Come on, Aline.
Yeah, in rehearsals that went horribly wrong. Even in dress rehearsal, it was on the floor. It was the 10th step, and it was very tricky, very difficult. Well, it wasn't actually difficult, but it became a mental block. And it was just a kick out. It was just a kick out, but after a lot of quick steps together. And it kept going wrong. But on the night, it was like a show jumping ball was coming up to a fence, and I landed it. And from that moment on, I thought, yeah, this is going to go okay. We're going to nail this dance on the actual night. And that was our best score. Yeah. 3 out of 3. Okay. What was our second highest score for? What was it?
Second highest score? Craig scored you, or?
No, sorry. Of the series, what was our second highest score? So our highest score was the quick step. You remember our second highest score?
30 for the Charleston to those magnificent flying machines.
That's right. I'd say that was the most enjoyable week as well. We had the balloons. There was a lot of jumping around, a lot of fun moves with Katia.
I mean, that was a very difficult lift.
Well, there was a couple of lifts, actually. There was the spinning plane lift. And yeah, there was the one where we tried things before rehearsal and they were too ambitious. That involved me doing very quick roly-polies, but they were worried about my neck. And so they're very safety conscious of Strictly, so we ended up going for the one where I go on a back, kick the legs in the air, and then we sort of roll over that way. And then there was three daring little moves in the Charleston, but that's why Katia's so brilliant. Are you going to try it now? Is that what you're trying to do? That's brilliant. Yeah, Katia was fantastic because he always pushes and goes to the most extreme, the most daring moves. And on the whole, 99% of the time they come off. But at the beginning of the week, you're going, no way, what are you doing? There's no way I can do that. You will. And she got it right. Okay, question 5. I went out with the Paso Doble despite the stomping on the floor. What was our score for our Paso?
25, 5, 7, 7, 6.
Yay! 25. In week 8.
Ooh, boo.
And that was the first time, I think that's the first time we ended up at the bottom of the leaderboard. Well, we might have been second bottom, but I knew we were going to be in trouble. In another dance.
That was the first and only time you ended at the top of the leaderboard. I mean, like, behind Chris Ramsey.
Yeah, that's right. Wow, great knowledge. I'm glad you reminded me of that. Yeah, so the only time at the bottom of the leaderboard, but it was going to be a tall order to start the dance off again. Having hogged it for 4 weeks, it was time.
I mean, and that was the week when Saffron topped the leaderboard.
Yes, that was it. That time, because like a pack of cards, isn't it? You get your trump cards, you get your good hands. Some weeks, that's why potentially maybe Catherine and Emma went out in the dance-offs, because maybe that week they'd have the hardest hand dealt to them. And I was quite lucky.
Oh, well, that's some progress. Okay, my turn to continue now, Mike.
Oh, no.
Proud of what I'm doing. I mean, like, she made me make this account.
Sorry, say again?
Katya made me, my wonderful knowledge.
Of course, I think it's brilliant. It's a great show idea.
Okay. First question, which week did you get your highest score on Strictly?
Oh, the highest score on Strictly was the quick step. And I remember it well, it was week 4. Come on, Aline. And then the ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah, ooh ah, hey.
Oh, come on,
Aline. 32. I never thought in a million years we'd get a 9, but 9 from Shirley.
Actually, the 9 was from Motzi.
Oh, sorry, Motzi, yes. Right, yes, not quite from Shirley.
Okay, next question. How many times did you score a 7?
Oh, that's a really good question. Shirley gave us a few. Craig didn't give us too many. I'm going to go 6.
Actually, you got 8 7s.
Oh, I underestimated our 7s.
You got 1 from the quick step, 1 from the samba, which was guest judge Alfonso, 2 from the tango, 2 for the Charleston, and 2 for the Paso.
2 for the tango. Ooh, that is good. And 2 for the Paso.
You are Katya's best. By the way, You currently hold the highest scoring tango with Katya.
Wow, I didn't realise that.
Yeah.
She must have done it early before then in the run, did she?
Scoring tango with 26 on Katya's Strictly CV.
Oh, very good. Yeah. Because Ed did a tango with Katya. I think Ed Balls did a tango, but I don't know if they got.
Actually, Ed Balls holds the second highest tango with Katya with only 23.
Wow.
Well, you beat Ed Balls' record.
Oh, wow. That's something. That's brilliant. Oh, thank you for that. You've made my night.
Okay. Next question. What score did you get in the dance? Craig described as, oh, darling, very, very odd.
Yes. That was the American Smooth. And I loved his comments on that. Yes. Oh. I think that's all he said. Odd, darling, very, very odd. And the American Smooth was 14. 14.
Yes, it was. Like a rhinestone
cowboy. Oh, my God. The bruises, the nightmares. Oh. But it was incredibly creative and it was incredibly inventive by Katya. Those moves, when she would jump onto my neck and swing around, she became my lasso. Just unbelievable. That's when I nearly fell on the floor on the first day, on the Monday. I thought she was joking when she was talking about the moves we were going to do.
What are you doing to me? What will the nation say?
That's Bruno, wasn't it? It was like a psychotic cliffhanger. The nation cannot deal with this any longer. You cannot do the nation to this anymore. He was off his chair.
Oh, off his chair. All right, next question now. Okay, let me think. How many points did you score altogether?
Oh, how many points? I'm not going to add it up because that makes me think. How many points did I score altogether? 143.
188.
88? Wow, how did you get that high? Okay, 30, 32. Yeah, I suppose there's a lot of weeks there, isn't there?
Yeah, because you were in it for 8 weeks. I mean, 22, 14,
yeah.
18, 1, 26, 30, 25. They all make that.
Yeah, brilliant. And the 30 and the 32. I like that.
32, 14. Okay, last question. How many times did you score in the 30s?
Oh, only twice. Only twice. Yes. The 32 and the 30. And actually, the Charleston might have been higher, but for that little mistake I made when I got carried away because I heard Moxie cheering in the actual Saturday night Charleston. And that cost me those crucial marks. I improved it in the dance-off and got it right in the dance-off, but in the actual performance, I got distracted by Moxie whooping.
And I did. What about that lift? What about that little incidental lift? You know, when when I grab Catcher's back and then it folded. I was like, when I was watching this in the dance, I was like, oh my god!
Well, actually, that was a weird positive thing because, yes, occasionally that would happen. We'd try it in rehearsal if the backs wouldn't line up evenly and she could go off the side. But as soon as that happened, it was like, well, okay, time to focus. That didn't happen. Let's just focus. And every other step after that went perfectly. And that really helped focus the mind because I knew this was the last chance to lose. And actually, I think Bruno commented that it wasn't really my fault. I'm not blaming Katya, but I hadn't done anything wrong as such. It was just where the back was. I couldn't see where Katya was. I was just going backwards. And yeah, we had 8 out of 10 times that came off that move.
Yeah. Well, actually, Mike, I think it's been an absolute honour for me to interview someone who works at BBC Breakfast Sports.
Oh, no, it's been an honour to speak to you, Fred, doing energy.
To you.
Sorry?
Absolute honour for me to have spoken to you. So I've not met not just you, but Joe McFadden as well.
Oh, fantastic. A winner, a champion, Strictly.
I met two of her partners.
And who will it be this year?
I wonder who will be this year.
We'll find out within a month or so, I guess, won't we? It's usually July.
Usually.
Although
I'm going to do 13 celebs and not 15 because, you know, a slight reduction, but yeah, I'll take 15 anyway.
Yeah, but at least Katya's back, which is brilliant news.
That's good.
Not that there was any doubt about that. I haven't sort of put the jinx on her, at least.
You gave her a jigsaw present for her birthday.
Oh, yeah, you saw that. No, yeah, I did. Well, yeah, she might be. It was a jigsaw of us all and Strictly, so it's kind of she can't escape it. Not that she wants to, but yeah, it was a theme, the jigsaw theme. It's like a picture that you make up. So it's something to do during lockdown.
Yeah, I mean, why do you ask the people we talked about who might want to be eager to do this? Like, for example, Kelvin, Emma B, Saffron, Karim. You can't miss those 4 people who want to do it.
Absolutely. Let's get them on. I'll start with Karim, because he's based in Media City as well.
Yeah, thanks, Mike.
Brilliant to see you, Fred. Take care, mate. All the best. Thank you, everybody. Lots of love. Bye-bye.